Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in the state of Mississippi. We're going to be doing a driving tour in one of the neighborhoods in the city of Jackson. We're in Jackson. We're on West Capitol Street right now. We got a church on my right-hand side. We got a bunch of potholes. We got a Masonic temple on my right. We're passing Rose Street. We're actually approaching the intersection of Rose and Capitol. I was just here in the previous tour. I got a chance to give that dog on my right hand side. It's a stray dog. I got a chance to give him some dog food. It was a female. She's staring. She looked emaciated. She's in the middle of the street. We're at Capitol and Rose. I gave her some food because I usually keep a bag of dog food inside the car in case we see a dog that might need some food. And it came in handy. She was able to get a meal. She's over there stray, just walking in the parking lot. We have an abandoned building on my left hand side. We're just gonna be doing some random driving. We're gonna be exploring, I would say probably like the western, northwestern area of Jackson. We got West Park Plaza on my right. She's staring as if she knows that it was us that gave her the food. Wow, I wish I would have had a huge bag of dog food. I would have just poured it out for her. We got some murals on my left hand side. We're on Monument Street. We got the Bratton Street Historic Community. I guess we're entering that community right now. I'm gonna make a right hand turn. I'm gonna merge right. We got a Jeep behind us, but they allow me to merge right. And I'm gonna merge back to the left lane so I don't hold that Jeep up. This is a really bumpy street. 73 degrees right now, and it's cloudy skies. Wow, it's a bumpy street. Ouch. We're gonna make this left-hand turn coming up. Got a lot of overgrown plants on my right. We're gonna turn left on Palmyra Street. We're at Monument and Palmyra. Let's turn left on Palmyra. Minister Frank Muhammad Drive. We got a little warehouse on my left, like a shed enclosure warehouse. It was abandoned. Passing Todd Street on my right hand side. Now we're passing West Cohia Street on my right hand side. We have Woolley Brothers Wholesale on my left. We have a male and a female at that white Hyundai. We're passing Carnes Street. We got Battery Sales and Service on our left. Authorized distributor of US batteries. We're passing Fortification Street. Palmyra and Fortification. We have New Kingdom Baptist Church on our left. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn. We got D&D Detail and Auto Repair on my left. We're at Palmyra and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. I'm gonna turn left. It looks like there was a gas station here on my left-hand side, but it looks abandoned almost. It looks like they probably just use it for the detailing. I drove through here so y'all can see tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, and more. I wanted to let that Jeep over there that just turned right, I wanted to let them pass me because they were behind me for about 3 or 4 blocks. So we're gonna merge back into traffic. We're gonna allow these vehicles to pass us. We have a church across the street. Check it out, Cornerstone. MB Church, founded by the late Reverend L.H. Newson. I believe that was his name. Nelson Newson. I can't see. Let me pull a little closer. We're gonna merge back into traffic. Yeah, Newson on my right hand side. Alright, we're passing Madeira Ave. We got a sofa disposed of over here on my left hand side inside the parking lot. You see? And there's another building over there, a large building, is empty. It's missing all the windows. There's a lot of trash and debris in the parking lot. We got Automax Car Wash and Detail on my right. Looks like it was an old gas station also that is now abandoned. We're passing Rondo Street. We hit a heavy bump. Cherry Grove Church on my right hand side. We got a car behind us. We're passing Scott Street. We have an open field on my left. We're now passing Piney Woods Street. I think I'm gonna make this right. Wow, there's another dog in front of me. Get out of town. We're passing Ash. I was about to make a right, but I'm gonna allow this person to drive by me. There's a dog directly in the middle of the street. It does have a collar and it has a leash. It looks like it may have escaped. He's looking for food. Dang, I don't have no more food. I don't have no more food. It's eating leaves and stuff. Man, I could have sworn. Didn't we bring two bags? Oh, the other bag is inside of the RV. You see it? Oh man. Oh, this car behind me speeding. Wow, look at it. It's eating grass and just eating random stuff from the ground. Oh man. I wish I could have helped it. We're Leroy. We have Leroy T. Smith Health and Physical Education Center on our left. Man, I'm gonna have to keep like a box of dog food inside their vehicle. That's the second stray dog that we've seen thus far in Jackson. Let's make this right on Campbell. If there's a corner store, I'm gonna run in the corner store and grab some dog food. Just saying. If I happen to see a corner store, I'm gonna run in and grab a bag and something with dog food and then probably pull back around this corner because that dog was eating leaves and just probably trying to scavenge, find food. We're in a residential neighborhood. It looked like they probably had it tied up somewhere and the dog broke free. The dog wasn't having it. That dog looked a little bit emaciated too. It had some ribs showing. We're at Piney Woods and Campbell Street. I'm gonna go forward. We have a house on my right that's boarded up. We're in a residential neighborhood. Had the screen mask in their car on my right. It was in a Isuzu. Boarded up homes on my right. Two of them. We just passed two of them. Another one on my right got boards on. And another one on my left that got boards on. Another one on my right that's boarded up. We're at Rondo and Campbell. There's a dead end in front of us. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn. Changing Generations Family Worship Center on my left. Man, where's the corner store when you need one? We're at Maple and Rondo Street. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn on Maple. We got a boarded up house on my right-hand side. Boarded up. Several other houses on the left and the right. Most of them look like they're lived in, but you'll get your occasional boarded up one. We got a gentleman on the phone here in the middle of the street. We're passing Piney Woods. A house on my left has the Lowe's sheathing on the outside. It's the insulation that separates the plywood from the vinyl siding. It goes in between the insulation. We got Lanier High School on my left hand side. Bulldog Country Lanier High School. I'll make this right hand turn. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. I still don't see a corner store, gas station, something. So I can just run inside and grab some food. But by the time I actually get back, the road's probably gonna be long gone. But if it was one nearby here, I could have just jumped out real quick, bought some food, and ran off. Like this building right here on my left. This looked like it was probably a store. Look at it, it's abandoned, it's boarded. There's a doghouse on my right that's broke down. Literally, there's an abandoned doghouse on my right. Like it's collapsed. We're at Randall and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Look at that tree on my right. It's so pointy. You see it? It's like 2 or 3 trees. Really pointy and tall. They had a little tiny dog on their lawn. It was tied up also. We're at Piney Woods and Randolph Street. I'm gonna go by Piney Woods. We got a nice classic truck on my right hand side. Yeah, no corner store, no nothing. Like no Quickie Mart, like something that these people probably got to go to the main streets and the main roads 15-20 minutes away to actually get some food. We're traveling relatively slow. We're doing like 14 miles an hour. It may feel like I'm going fast, but I'm going 14 miles an hour. I'm honestly just trying to get to a store if possible. Alright, we're gonna make this left-hand turn on Erie Street. Passing Woodlawn Street, Erie and Woodlawn. Got a gentleman on my left-hand side in the driveway. We got a cemetery on my right-hand side. We're passing Piney. We had another boarded-up building on my left. It's the Elmwood Cemetery on my right-hand side. I'm gonna slow down here for the speed table. There's two more boarded-up houses on my left-hand side, and there's one behind this, boarded up, sealed. So there's a lot of abandoned homes in this area. We're passing Decatur Street and Jones Early Childhood Development Center on my right hand side. I'm gonna make this right hand turn on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Passing Carver Street. Let's keep on going straight. Children's play set in the yard on my right. We're passing Powell. What's this? Rhodes Drive. That little building on my left could have been a store. Powell Rhodes Drive. That's what we just passed. Crawford, Martin Luther King Jr. in Crawford. This on my left could have been a store too. These two little ones on my left too could have been like little Quickie Marts, a little store, a little something for the neighborhood. Passing Granbury Street. I'm gonna keep on going forward. I'm gonna take this main road up to see if we see any stores. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Just past Ann Banks Street. Passing Detroit Street. Passing Spring Ave. Oh, we got a Wilson's Food Market. We got M.W. King Hiram Grand Lodge on my left. Electra Grand Chapter. Alright, so they gotta come up here for a food market. Alright, so they got a wine and liquor store on my left, and they got a Jasco. Is it Jasco a supermarket too? Or is it just wine and liquor? No, it is. It's a grocery, so I'm gonna run in there. I'm sorry guys, but I gotta do this. Then I'm gonna drive right back to that block to see if I see that dog out. I'm gonna run inside, see if I can grab at least, I don't know, a small bag of dog food. I don't want to get a can because sometimes cans are like they're really compressed and then you need a spoon to scrape it out. So I'm gonna see if I can get like a little bag maybe, hopefully. But if all they got is a can, then I'll grab a can, but it just sucks because I don't got a spoon in there yet. I'm gonna pull up here to the gas pump, guys. Please bear with me. I'm gonna be about probably like 5 minutes or less. Just bear with me. No dog food, guys. That's incredible. How do you run a grocery store without dog food? How? How is that even possible? Come on, man. They had everything else. They had plenty of beer. They had Spam. I was thinking about getting the dog a can of Spam, but again, that's compressed. That's compressed, so it's like, you know. And then I don't know if Spam needs to be cooked thoroughly for a dog to eat it. You know, I don't want to give it any intestinal issues. Come on, man. Jasco Grocery. You're not a grocery store. Not a good one, at least. New Hope Mount Baptist Church, all right. There's no other supermarkets or nothing around here. I could just, yeah, right here. Tell me this is one, please. What is this? Another gas station, Quickie Mart thing? Wilson's Food Mart. Oh, there's one right up here. Hopefully it's still open. Oh, right here, boom. Let's see if they got dog food here. Alright, y'all, so I got lucky. I mean, they didn't have bags. Tell me about it. Another place that didn't have bags. They had little Vienna sausages. And I was about to grab some Vienna sausages because you know how those are pre-cut. Those are pre-cut. So now we're gonna turn this, instead of Operation Driving Tour, we're gonna turn this to Operation Trying to Feed that dog, at least before we continue our tour. I'm gonna go back left on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, and hopefully that dog is still around. And I brought an extra can. You know why? Because if we driving and we see a whole nother dog, I'm not gonna go running around crazy looking for a can of dog food. So we got another can just for a backup in case we see a random dog walking around too. Dog number 3. But I'm determined to feed that dog. That dog's on foot. We're in a car. It couldn't have gotten that far. So yeah, now we're gonna try to see if we can go back. I'm hoping it's still within the area. It was eating scraps, leaves. Like that dog's gonna be a vegetarian or a vegan by the end of the day, because he was literally picking off dirt and stuff. Like, that's messed up. I'll make this left-hand turn. Guys, I'm gonna drive normal speed limit here, so I'm not gonna drive slow in the sake of trying to catch that dog. So just letting y'all know. Alright, we're about to pass Spring Ave. We got Spring Ave on my left-hand side. We're now passing Detroit Street. And now we're passing Ann Banks on my right-hand side. We're now passing Granbury Street. Now we're passing Powell Roads. That was Powell Roads Drive. We're about to pass Carver Street. We're passing Erie, and we're about 2-3 blocks away from where that dog was at. We're gonna circle the neighborhood because the dog couldn't have gotten far. Unless the owner found it, then that'll be the worst case scenario. I mean, well, that's the best case scenario if the owner found it, but we'll see. Alright, so we're back here where the dog was at. I found it right here on my right hand side. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm about to U-turn. Right here, doggy. Right there on my left hand side. I'm gonna give her the other can because she swallowed it. That's messed up, y'all. She was so hungry. She was so hungry, y'all. I could not leave her out there and just tease her with one can. I think both cans went to good use. Honestly, I hope we don't see another dog, because I don't feel like going on the hunt for dog food. But wow, when I walked towards her, she dropped it like it was hot. She like dropped her hands, and she was like so like timid. She was kind of scared to begin with. She got a lot of scars on her shoulders. I don't know if she was beaten, if she was abused, if she was used for like dog fighting or whatever. But she had some scars on her shoulders. She looked pretty friendly. Right when I walked to her, she like started like rolling around. She was like dropping it, like shy and whatnot. But at least she got a good meal. Fed 2 dogs today, and without even expecting to be coming out here feeding dogs. But you know, they are a living creature. They have eyeballs, nose, tongue, ears, heart, lungs, just like we do. They breathe, they eat, they sleep, they poop. They have emotions, they have feelings. And although their owners didn't care for them enough to make sure they were in, you know, safe conditions, me, a random person just driving by, not even from Mississippi, I'm from Philadelphia, PA, I decided to do what I can to make sure that that dog ate. So stuff like that hurts my soul, because I'm an animal lover, you know, and I would hope that all animals will be taken care of, and you know, it's not always the case. There's plenty of starving, emaciated, abandoned animals out there. There's dead animals sitting in basements right now, and in sheds and in yards, because people don't care for them. They use them as a tool. They use them as a guard tool. They use them as like an object rather than a family member. And yeah, so both cans went to good use. I'm happy she was still within the area. I gave it a second can because I saw how she almost swallowed the bag. She was gonna keep on chewing on the bag because it had flavor, and I didn't have a plate. I fed her on the bag, but I took the bag because I didn't want her to choke, swallow the bag, and then get a bag lodged in her esophagus. And she was trying to lick the cans, and I would have left the can, she would have slit her tongue. And I don't like when my animals lick cans. So that was, you know, $6 well spent, you know. Hopefully she finds her way back home, right? All right, guys, so let's continue this little tour. I'm sorry about the little interruption there, but I couldn't continue going knowing that I fed one dog and wasn't able to feed the other. That dog right there got a feast because she got 2 cans. The other one just got like a half a can. So I gotta dispose of this bag of dog food too, because you know it smells. Smell beef right now, beef dog food. All right, we're at Woodrow Wilson Ave and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. The next trash can I see, I'm gonna jump out and just toss that bag of dog food cans. We're passing Woodrow Wilson Drive. That's that Jasco meat and grocery market on my left. As you guys heard, it didn't have dog food, so that was a fail. All right, so I got a car behind me tailing me. I'm gonna make this right on Dorsey Street. There's a trash can right here, so I'm about to jump out and throw away the trash. Sorry for all these interruptions, guys. Normally my tours don't have interruptions like this, but I had to make an exception. That's called making an executive decision. All right, so we'll be back on our way. Alright, so we are in a residential neighborhood. We got a huge lot on my left-hand side. We got some homes on my right-hand side. Purple house, lavender and dark purple. Baby blue house. Property for sale on my right-hand side. We're now at Flora Street. Flora and Dorsey. There's a house for sale on my right. Look at that. A giant for sale sign. You see it? Giant for sale sign. Look on my right, there's another abandoned house. Alright, we're on Flora. We got homes on my left, homes on my right hand side. We're at Flora and Tulip. I'm not gonna go left because it's just an empty block with just grass. We got a park in front of us with a swing set. You got several children playing on the swing set, 4 to be exact, but you have many children playing on the swing set, swinging. There's a play set on my right hand side too. Is this a two-way or one-way? We'll figure this out shortly. Let's make this left hand turn. We just turned left on Clover Hill Drive. This is Clover Hill. We got Washington Temple Church on my right hand side. House on my left hand side, empty lot on my right hand side. We're at Pocahontas Ave. Make this right hand turn and Pocahontas Ave. We got a Chevy on my right hand side, classic Chevy. Looks a little hurt, but got potential. Passing Pansy Street, we got a Rest in Peace memorial on my right hand side. You see it? See all the flowers? And it has a crown. Is it a female? A female passed away there. That's a shame. Females are the targets nowadays. We're at Pocahontas and Plymouth. Yeah, it's surprising how many females nowadays are murdered via gun violence. On my right, you got a home that's boarded up and it says for sale. Yeah, I don't watch Philadelphia news often, but when I get on my platform, it recommends me Philadelphia news. And last night, a female was shot. She was 32 years old. She was gunned down in Philadelphia, PA. She was pregnant. She just got out of her baby shower. She was loading up gifts into her house on Loretto, the 60-something hundred block of Loretto. And that's, I think, northeast. Loretto will be northeast. She was gunned down. They shot her once in the head. They shot her once in the stomach. Her and the baby died. That's a shame. That's a shame, guys. We're at Violet and Pocahontas. Yeah, you know, there's no empathy for our fellow humans. Empathy, there's no care, especially for females. You know, it's one thing for men to be in like hood violence or hood drama. I call it hood drama. A lot of times it's just drama that could be looked over, but they don't look over it. We're on Medgar, Everest Boulevard. Let's make this left-hand turn. You got Sylvia's Restaurant and Lounge on my right. But lately, especially in Philly, a lot of women been getting gunned down. Even older women. There was this one case a few months ago. She was like 50-something, 60-something. She got shot on her block. Yeah, there's a lot of females getting shot now. We got Delta Mart on my left. J Nails, Beauty Star, and Star Furniture. Delta Mart must have been abandoned. We have Family Dollar on my right and Advanced Auto Parts on my left. Yeah, because it doesn't look like there was a Delta Mart. It was all these other businesses except a Delta Mart. Family Dollar had a giant hole in the front of the building. Holy smokes. And Professional Service on my right. We got a Churchy's Chicken on my right hand side. Precision Moving on my right. Freedom Corner, J&A Fuel on my left, passing Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Southland Grocery and Gas on my right. That grocery store looked like it's falling apart in the front. Oh my gosh. Some of these businesses, this is the state capital of Mississippi? Wow, how do they allow a state capital to fall in so much dismay? I would think like we got a gas station on my right, P&R Food Mart. Let's make this left-hand turn on Summit Drive. I would think that being that it's a state capital, that they would take pride in at least the capital and make sure that when you visit the capital looks good. We got a Chrysler 300 on my right. He's cleaning in the self-serve car wash. We got a breakfast spot on my left-hand side too. Big John's Restaurant. We got Celebrity Hair Design Barbershop on my right. We got some spare tires on the right hand side, on the side of the road. in a residential neighborhood. Hollywood Ave and Summit Drive. We got some more tires on the left-hand side on the side of the road. Passing Center Street, Summit and Center. I'm gonna make this left on Center. Let's see what Center looks like. Homes on my left, on my right, lined with grass, driveways. Doesn't look like there's much of a sidewalk here. It looks like you have to walk in the street. There's no sidewalk. We're traveling about 11, 12 miles an hour. We're approaching Oak Park Drive. We're at Center Street and Oak Park Drive. On my right, you got in loving memory of Henry Kursky. I wonder if that park is dedicated to him. Aaron Henry Park, open from dusk till dawn. It has a play set, some benches, and a basketball court. I guess that answers my question. The park is named after the person who lost their life. Mother Arzelia Griffin. On my right, there's another abandoned home with a basketball court in the front. Mother Arzelia Griffin Memorial. I think we just passed another memorial. Let's make this left on Hollywood Ave. It looks like you got let's say a husband, a wife, and a son up front, directly in front of us. They're walking in the middle of the street. They were looking back. One-story houses. Now I'm sure there's nice areas of Jackson. You know, every city has nice areas. You got South Jackson, you got North Jackson, you got, I'm assuming there's an East Jackson. And we're like in the western portion of Jackson. Like I would say like the northwestern. Hollywood Ave and Summit. Let's make this left once again on Summit. There's a lot of this nice 1500 to drive by. That was a nice black 1500 Chevy. All right, so we're passing Center Street. Remember we were at Center Street, we made a left. Now we're gonna go a little further. I'm going over this little speed bump. We're at Summit and El Rain Boulevard. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. There's a dead end on my left, so there's no point for us going left. We're now at El Rain. These lawns on my right are way larger than the ones on my left. That's like a 24, wow, probably longer. That's honestly probably like a 30-foot lawn. The ones on my left, they look big, but it looked like they varied in size from the beginning. Oh, they got a Super Sport Monte Carlo on my right-hand side, 1987. Wow, an original one, an SS. Ooh, that thing got so much potential. They should give it to me so I can paint it. Oh, there's a cat on my left-hand side. Meow, meow. What's up, kitty cat? Meow, 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 meow. Wish I had some cat food. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna turn this to a hunt to go looking for some cat food now. I say now, cats are rebellious though, so cats tend to like leave the house. They'll end up leaving on their own. They'll leave the owner, and then you would think that that's probably stray, but it's not even a stray cat. Cats just like to roam the streets, then they'll come back in. That's why some people get their cats spayed and neutered, so they don't. When they get in heat, they tend to leave. We're at Coleman and Rain Boulevard. Yeah, when they are not neutered or spayed, they tend to want to explore. First Hyde Park Missionary Baptist Church on my left hand side. Alright, let's keep on going forward. We're passing Hollywood Ave, Coleman and Hollywood. Let's cross over. Let's go straight, and then we'll go to the next block, and then we'll make a left and go to some of them little blocks. We're at Medgar Elvers Boulevard. We got the express lane on my left hand side. It's a little gas station. There's a sign on my right hand side on the pole that reads Thanksgiving from Kenneth L. Stokes. Happy Thanksgiving. Alright, we're waiting for this red light to change. It seems like a really long red light. Meanwhile, I noticed they got a lot of gas stations too. Like earlier we passed, remember, like 4 or 5 quickie marts connected to a gas station? They were all pretty run down too. They weren't like, you know, modern type gas stations. They seemed like private mom and pop, or private business owners, I should say. Private gas stations. They're not like a huge franchise. Make this first left-hand turn. Let's see where this takes us. We got a car on my right. Check it out, 24s. You see that? What's that? A Crown Vic? Ford Crown Victoria. Boyd's Early Childhood Development Center on my right-hand side, next to a building that is abandoned. It looks like they're maybe doing some renovations on it. We got another abandoned house right here on my right-hand side. Right now we're on Cromwell Street. Cromwell. Alright, we're at Cromwell and Kingston Ave. On my left hand side we got Kingston Ave, but it's a dead end. I'm gonna make this right hand turn on Kingston Ave. There's no sidewalks, so you gotta walk in the middle of the street. Make this left hand turn. I'm gonna turn left on Gammill Street, G-A-M-M-I-L-L, Gammill. I guess you could say Gamble, but Gammill. We're passing Emmett Ave. Gammill and Emmett is the intersection. We're still traveling like 14, 15 miles an hour. We're approaching Rutledge Ave. We just passed Rutledge Ave. Gentleman on my right cleaning his tires with some tire shine. By shining them up, lubing them. We're approaching Greenfield Ave. We're about to pass Greenfield Ave. We got 3 young women on the side that are like kids. They're staring towards us. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn at Skyline Drive, Gamil Street and Skyline Drive. Check out that big orange stone they got in front of their property in front of us. And they got a classic Mercedes. You see the Mercedes on my left-hand side? It's a classic. Looks like late 80s, early 90s, right? I'm not too much of a Mercedes connoisseur. We got some kids on my left playing on the lawn. That's cool. Look like the parent, she was over there standing in the driveway while the kids were playing on the lawn. Got some more kids on my left. I've seen a lot of signs throughout the city so far. At least this area that says Stokes. You see on my left? There was a sign that said Stokes. I wonder what that is all about. S-T-O-K-E-S, Stokes. And they were like painted with a paintbrush. A black sign with a white letter that says Stokes. You got a gentleman on the porch on my right-hand side. We got another cat on my left-hand side. We're at Greenfield Ave. Check out this cat on my left. Interesting color. There's a 2-story. We just passed a 2-story house. We haven't seen many 2-story houses around here. Miss Sweet Potatoes and boiled and roasted peanuts sold here. There's a little food truck there. So I didn't start hearing about boiled peanuts until I got to really South Carolina. Because I was in a Quickie Mart with my buddy and we saw him and he opened up the actual, it's like a crock pot. He opened it up and he's like mixed a little. He said, here, too, you want some? I said, no, thank you, sir. I never heard of that until I got here. Look at, there's another cat running across the street. So I got to the south. So South Carolina was one of the first times I heard of it. And then I started seeing it more and more. Like advertising, even when you go to the stores, you can buy boiled peanuts in like a can, I think. Passing Rutledge and Skyline Drive. I like peanuts, but I like them dry. I can't imagine what they taste like boiled. But then I guess if you never tried them, you can't knock it until you try it, right? Do any of my viewers like boiled peanuts? Have you ever tried them? Do you like them? What do they taste like? Describe it for me. Don't just say tune, they're good. Say tune, they're good, they're crunchy, they're soft, or whatever. Emmett Skyline Drive. Like, do they season them? Do they put like salt, pepper? Do you put like salt, pepper, ketchup? Do you like, I don't know, what do you do with it? I don't know. That's, to me, it doesn't sound appetizing. It doesn't sound tasty. It doesn't sound like something like I'm looking forward to. Like, I just want to go home and eat some boiled peanuts. I can't wait to have me a bowl of boiled peanuts. No, it sounds, I don't know, maybe it's because it's something that I'm not accustomed to. Another abandoned house on my left. There's a lot of abandoned houses too in Alabama. In Mississippi. But in Alabama, there was a lot of abandoned houses too. In Alabama, it was an incredible amount of abandoned houses. Same thing with like Georgia. Like Valdosta. But then again, it depends on what town, because there's thriving parts of Alabama, there's thriving parts of Georgia. I'm sure there's thriving parts of Mississippi. But to my knowledge, I believe Mississippi is considered one of the poorest states in the United States of America when it comes to household income. Yeah, I believe it's one of the lowest income states. We're at Skyline Drive and Ridgeway Street. Let's make this left-hand turn. We're now on Ridgeway Street. So we're like on the northwestern portion right now of the Jackson map. I'm probably gonna make a right and start heading down. Passing Warner Ave. We got a church on my left-hand side. That is the Shady Grove Baptist Church. Passing Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. We're passing Cardinal Street. We're on Ridgeway and Cardinal. Check this out, abandoned buildings all on my right. Yo, 1, 2. Look at this Shady Oak Ridgeway. 3, 4, 5. See them on my right? These mint green ones. Wow. And we have such a homeless epidemic in America. We got a huge homeless epidemic. I noticed in a lot of major cities, there's people living on the streets for whatever reason. I don't know what financial problems they succumbed in their lifetime. We're at Ridgeway and Westchester. But we have so many homeless people, right? But we have so many empty abandoned homes. That's kind of like an oxymoron. That's crazy. We're passing Albemarle. Is that how you say it? Albemarle. I said marble. Albemarle or Marrow. On our left-hand side, we got St. Peter Church. Christian Learning Center. There's some tires on my right hand side. So what I'm doing now is I'm gonna make my way down South Jackson, just see what that looks like. So if you're new to the channel, I'm doing a 48 state cross country tour. I'm originally from Philadelphia, PA. I'm a lifelong resident of Philadelphia, PA. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. 500 plus videos are just in Philadelphia, my hometown, my home city, I should say. We got over 100 neighborhoods. We're about 140 plus square miles. It's a big city. South Philly, Southwest Philly, West Philly, Northwest Philly, North Philly, Northeast Philly, Center City, Philadelphia, and the Eastern Corridor, which is next to Camden, New Jersey. So I got a bunch of tours, walking and driving tours, silent and narrated tours. And most recently, a few months ago, I hit the road to now visit other states. And I'm trying to do all 48 states. So I'm doing driving tours and walking tours. Now this is along the road through our journey, which is why we stopped in Jackson. So with that being said, I'm not gonna cover all of Jackson. I'm only gonna show you guys a little bit. I did not cover the whole entire neighborhood that you just saw and or will be covering the city. This is just passing through. So I'm trying to capture as much as I can before nightfall. The sun's actually about to go down soon. And with it being local time, we just passed Stonewall Street. And daylight savings just took place a few weeks ago, in early November. It gets dark a lot earlier. It gets dark by 5 o'clock p.m. Let's just say if I start touring at 12, we're passing a Stanton Body Shop on my right. We're passing Samuel Bailey Street on my left. We got Junior's Office Complex on my left and Garrett Office Complex on my right. Passing Melvin Bender. If I start doing tours, let's say at 12, example, 12 noon I start doing tours because there's more ambience out. An hour per tour, that leaves me with at least 4 tours per day. That's just an example. And if I head out earlier, 8, 9, 10 a.m., I could probably get some more tours, but then you guys won't see the ambience. You guys won't see people outside. You understand what I'm saying? So when the days were longer, when it got dark, we got Old Riley Parks on my right. When it got dark at 7, 8 p.m., 9 at night, it was easier because I can do a whole lot more tours and be at the highlight of the day where there's a lot of people out. I don't do a lot of nighttime tours because this camera doesn't capture low light footage great. It looks a little grainy. You guys can't really see much. You can't see the detail. And I like doing daytime tours because you can see the detail. You can see the clouds. You can see the contrast. You can see the colors of the AutoZone, of the Regions Bank on my left. You can see, the cars around me. You can make out the little details. At nighttime, trying to do these tours, all you see is darkness. You might see a few people out and it's not as engaging. So that's why I try to do them in the daylight hours. So yeah, there's not enough time in today's day for me to do the whole entire city of Jackson. But what I did do was plant the seed I checked out downtown. I did a walking tour, driving tour. We checked out, you know, one small neighborhood, and then we just did a random driving tour where you guys saw where the dogs were stray. I didn't expect there to be stray dogs. I never expected there to be stray dogs, but nowadays I don't know what to expect. That it prepares me to expect the unexpected. So I gotta reload. I gotta put another, you know, bag or two of dog food in the vehicle, extra. So if in these future tours, we're passing Willie's Hair Design on my left. We just passed Woodrow Wilson Boulevard. We're at Vardman Street and Gordon. We got another abandoned house on my left, and the little business on my right looks abandoned. There's a lot of abandoned businesses and a lot of abandoned houses here in Jackson. That's incredible. Nice fence on my right. It looks a little crooked, but it's raw. They didn't stain it. We're at Glendale Street, Glendale and Gordon. Ouch. And a lot of messed up streets. I don't know if y'all heard of little squeaks and little rattles in the car. That's from streets like this, like really bumpy streets. Oh man. They gotta definitely invest in the infrastructure of the city, the roadways, because some of these streets are mangled. Capital M, mangled. We just passed Idlewild, or Idlewild, W-I-L-D, Idlewild. We got a truck behind us. I think he wants me to go faster. I'm trying to drive cautiously. Let's make this left on DeWitt Ave, so you can keep going straight and not rush us. We're on DeWitt Ave. It's a residential block. Directly at the end of the road, on my right, wow, that building's busted up. They got busted up glass and everything. The first thing that I noticed at the end of the block, aside from this white pickup truck on 20-inch rims that I just saw on my left-hand side, the first thing I noticed is this burned down building at the end of the block. It's abandoned and it's burned down. Look at it. It's missing a roof. The one that the gentleman right here in front of us is walking by. See him walking by in front of us with the white shirt? That building right there is burnt and abandoned. It's just basically a vacant property. We got B's Backstage, B's Package Store. And they wrote kill on it. Somebody with spray paint. And guess what? It's abandoned. On my left, it's abandoned. It's open. It's burnt too. And there's another one on my left that's abandoned. Wow, the Magic Spot Grill on my right. Look at the fire truck on my left. Wow, the fire truck. Passing Peach Orchard and Jennings Street. We got Capital Furniture Company on my left. Look at those balls on my right hand side. You see them? See them all on the ground? The gray balls. Passing Derrick Street. That sounded funny, right? Passing Shekinah Glory Baptist Church, or Shanika, maybe. Bailey and Huron. We just passed Huron. We're on Bailey Ave. We got another Jasco food market on my right hand side. We're passing Erie Street. We are passing Gordon Park on our left. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we just reached our 1 hour mark. If you're new to the channel, I try to keep the videos at 1 hour long for viewer retention and file management purposes. With that being said, we would greatly appreciate it if you show some love. Consider subscribing. All you have to do is click the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever a new video is released on this channel. Please smash that thumbs up button and or leave a comment. All comments are greatly appreciated and they help this channel grow. We have a 50,000 subscriber e-scooter giveaway. When this YouTube channel reaches 50,000 subscribers, and our behind the scenes YouTube channel, Toon Be Chillin', TOONBECHILLIN, Toon Be Chillin'. When that YouTube channel reaches 1,000 subscribers and this YouTube channel reaches 50,000 subscribers, that's a total of 51,000 subscribers between both channels. We're gonna host a Gleam giveaway link and going to be giving away 3 prizes. There's only one e-scooter. The grand prize is a Go Trax e-scooter, brand new in the box. One lucky winner is gonna win that. But then we also got a second and third place prize. So yeah, please consider subscribing to both channels. Show some love. This is your homeboy Toon, Mr. Toon Dollars, Toon 215, Toon Ski, Toon Stir, Toonism, Toonage, Bad Toon, Super Toon, Toon 1. Y'all know Toonie Califragilistic Expialidocious, or y'all could call me Toon Be Chillin', or Mississippi Toon right now, or Jackson Toon, but I'm tuning out.